Hello, Happy New Year's and welcome. This is my first of many videos, hopefully. My name is B-Rad and I like to collect and create things. And the next few videos that I'm gonna make are basically starting January 1st, 2025. I started building one Lego set a day for a week and do like a little review. So today is January 2nd. Yesterday I built the Helicarrier. It is the set number 76295, 18 plus, 509 pieces. Took me about, I think about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to build. I'm not sure. I didn't really time myself. But hey, let's take a look. All right, so here we got the Helicarrier all built and stickered up. Overall, it was a pretty fun build. A lot of cool pieces. These propeller pieces were pretty dope. A lot of use of these roller skate pieces that were pretty interesting. Again, it's like a micro scale version of it. It's not huge. While building it, I was like, it'd be really cool if they had a huge helicarrier. I don't got money for it right now, but it would be pretty cool. The stickers, there was a lot of these stickers that came on. I usually about 50-50 on when I put stickers on or just kind of leave them off. But I felt like for this, the runway looked pretty cool. You can see right there, definitely, I went, I just put the stickers on by hand. I wasn't all the way too careful. I had some coffee, so I was a little jittery, but overall, really cool set. Really fun to build. Yeah. So one thing that's really cool about the Helicarrier in terms of Lego and the Lego universe is it was like the main starting point for Lego Marvel, the video game. So if you played that game, you know that you kind of start out here all the time. There's a lot of flying missions. There's a couple boss stages in here and characters to collect up in the Helicarrier. So that's why it's an iconic in terms of Lego. And the Marvel universe, of course, is where the Avengers have their, not the Avengers, but Shield or whatever. Nick Fury and them is where they got their little hideout up in the sky and can show up anywhere. And in the movies, it's featured. Famously, in the first Deadpool movie, they have like a final fight in something that looks like a helicarrier, but they weren't allowed to call it that because of copyright infringement or whatever. Again, I thought it was really cool if they end up coming out with a bigger one. And if they do, they load it up with all sorts of minifigures. You never know. Maybe that'll come down the line. All right. So that was a closer look at the Helicarrier there. Overall, I think it was a pretty fun and great set to build, and I'm pretty happy to have it in my collection. How I'm going to run my reviews is I'm going to have 5 different categories. The first one being building, and that's going to include fun, any kind of techniques or anything like that. Basically, was it an enjoyable experience to build? The second one is going to be the minifigures, the selection, the quality, anything like that. The third category is going to be price per piece. Sometimes it might be like an overall, sometimes price per piece isn't the only thing. It also matters like personal value or how big a set is or something like that will go into consideration there. Displayability, like, can I display it? Do I want to display it? Do I want to show this off in my collection or anything like that? And then the last one is just a bonus. pretty much up to my discretion if I want to give some bonus points or anything like that. And that can be a culmination of like all of those little things, you know. Did the set let me down? Was it something I was looking forward to? Was it a pleasant surprise? Usually it'll be something tied along those lines. So I'm grading each thing. It's going to get a 0 if it's a miss. It's going to get a 1 if, you know, sure, it did its thing. And then I'm going to give it a 2 if it's ever... you know, if it exceeds expectations. And every once in a while, I might feel generous and give a 3. So mostly it's going to be 0, 1, or 2. So possible of 2 points per category, 5 categories for a possible of 10 points. So with that being said, the Helicarrier, we're going to rate it officially set number 76295, the Avengers Helicarrier, micro scale. For building, I gave it a 2. I thought it was a lot of fun to build. It was interesting. There was a few cool things in the inside of the instruction manual. You know, they add their little input of the Helicarrier, and it was just a fun. Excuse me, it was just a fun build. There was a few cool techniques, few fun techniques here to build the thrusters. There's some orange bricks. I mean, honestly, for there being like a lot of gray bricks and small ones, it was a lot of fun. A couple things, these things in the front kept falling off as I was building, and I kept accidentally knocking off one of these propellers, which was slightly annoying, but at the end of the day, you know, it happens. So I'm going to give it a 2 for building, fun, techniques, whatever. As far as minifigures go, yes, I added, these are from my own collection. It did not come with any minifigures, so I won't knock it. I'll give it a 1. They definitely could have put one minifigure in here. Who knows? Kevin Feige, I don't know. Nick Fury, Shield agent, I have no idea, but they could have put one in here and I would have given it the 2. Not gonna knock it. What it is. Price, I got this as a gift, so for me personally, it's great to have in my collection. I'm not sure if I would have bought it on my own had it not been a gift, and I'm really appreciative of it because it was one that I like. And if I had endless supply of money, I probably would have bought this earlier. But shout out to my sister for giving me this great gift. Anyways, it was retails for $79.99 US dollars. 509 pieces comes out to 15 cents a piece, which is not great. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a 1. I feel like because it's a model scale, if it's the 18 plus line, you know, I feel like this is definitely for someone that wants this specifically. So it's maybe not in everyone's budget, but it's someone's budget. I'll give it a 1. I won't knock it. Displayability, that's where I feel like this one is really cool. I gave it a 2. You can add your minifigures to it. It just looks really cool. The sticker pieces lining up all the runways and everything. Just all the representations of the little ships and stuff like that. And I think it's just it's pretty accurate. It's pretty fun. I think it looks really cool. And also it comes with this really great display stand. So I'm going to give it a 2 on displayability. And a bonus, I'm going to give it a 2, honestly. I was very pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be a difficult build with just seeing all the small gray pieces. But it was a lot of fun to build. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool details, even like down here, this blue stuff, which, you know, like thrusters or I don't know, some sort of technology. But to me, because I have already played the Lego Marvel game, 100%ed it, thank you very much. This is just iconic to me in terms of Lego and Marvel put together, because this is the starting point of pretty much every time you start up the game. You start on top of the helicarrier, and there's a lot of like flying missions and boss battles, and when you're trying to basically just collect like in-game currency by blowing up stuff in the game. There's all sorts of stuff to blow up in the helicarrier, and battles to be had, and secret characters to be found. So you end up really familiarizing yourself with this thing in game. The propellers, I think you fight Galactus in on the helicarrier, and I feel like it's just very accurate to the game. And as I was building it, just kind of, I haven't played the game in like 2 years, maybe 3 years, and it just my memory just went almost photo perfect into some memories of starting the challenges and kind of working through that game, and really having a hard time with the flying missions, but eventually beating them all, and it all kept starting over and over and over on the helicarrier. So I'm gonna give it a 2.0 on the bonus. I was pretty just, I had a lot of fun with this. I give it the 2 bonus, and that makes it an 8 out of 10 Lego set, which is not too bad. Really, really cool, fun set. Yeah. So, anyways, I hope y'all enjoy this mini review. Like and subscribe, do all those things, and welcome to my channel.